Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back with another Fortnite video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to improve your shotgun aim and just how you can get more kills with the shotgun in Fortnite. I would definitely say I get more kills with the shotgun every single game than any other gun. So getting good with shotguns and have very good aim with shotguns is really going to set you up and have a lot more wins in Fortnite. And before we get into the video, I'm going to be launching up another Vblock giveaway. If you guys want to win a chance to win some free V-Bucks, all you have to do is to drop a like on this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on my notifications, and leave a comment down below of your Xbox gamer tag, PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. And as well, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys add my new Snapchat. It's going to be Young Humor YT. Make sure you guys add me. I have a lot of cool stuff going on over there. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so in this video, the gameplay for this video, it is a 17 kill solo gameplay, and I definitely had a lot of kills with my shotgun in this game, and I was running kind of a new combo that I've been trying out. Normally what I would run is a pump and an SMG, but this game I was actually running a pump and an RPG, and honestly it's been pretty effective because especially when it comes to those kids who just keep spraying and spraying and spraying, having an RPG is an easy way to get a lot of attacks. The kids that are spraying, they know they're spraying a ton. A lot of them don't even build, so if you have an RPG and as soon as they're done spraying, they would have to reload a clip, you can just jump over your wall, get a quick shot on them with the RPG, hit them for over 100 damage. So I've been using the RPGs a lot more. And before we get into all of my shotgun tips, I want to give you guys my opinion on the different shotguns. I want to talk about the pump, the tac, the double barrel, and the heavy shotgun. Give you guys my opinions on all the different shotguns and which ones I prefer to use. So to start off, I would say for the first one to start is the double barrel. And honestly, after they nerfed the double barrel, I really just don't think it's that good of a weapon. I would personally never use it. This is the only shotgun I have, of course. But the double barrel, I just feel like it's way too inconsistent. And to get maximum damage, which is sometimes if you get the max damage shot on it, you can do a lot of damage and destroy a lot of players. But you pretty much, because the reticle is so big on it, or the crosshair is so big, that you literally have to be point blank with a barrel in their throat to do that much damage. Any sort of range at all, any like kind of mid-range with a shotgun, not like mid-range with the AR, but like a mid-range shotgun shot, you're really not going to do any damage at all, maybe like a 20-30 damage at most, like at most. So the double barrel really isn't that good, and the reload time after 2 shots, kind of annoying. So I guess in a solo type of gameplay, I would say it could work. But when it comes to duos or squads and you have to take out multiple players, you're not going to have much time at all to reload. So having those only 2 shots, if you miss any shot at all, you're going to be stuck trying to kill a guy with 200 health with your SMG. So you're not going to be in the best situation. So I personally don't rock the double barrel at all. Next we have the Talc Shotgun. And the Talc Shotgun, I've really started to use it a little bit more the past few days, and I'm really starting to like it. The gray tac is atrocious. It's so trash. Like, that is the gun that you do not want to find on the ground. And the green one isn't so bad. With the blue tac, I know they buffed it like I would say maybe in a month ago, but it's honestly a beast of a weapon. I'm hitting for 70-80 damage. If you can hit your pellets, you're going to be able to do a lot of damage really quick. So I use the tac a little bit more now. And the heavy shotgun is a very good shotgun. On the gold heavy, the maximum damage is over 190, something crazy like that. So the max damage, it's very consistent. And the next we have the pump, and pump is my personal favorite. And a lot of you guys asked why I use the pump over the heavy shotgun. And personally, my accuracy with the pump is just a lot better and a lot cleaner than the heavy. Otherwise, I would rock the heavy. The heavy's a really good shotgun. If you ever find it, I would definitely recommend using it. But for me, my aim is a lot better with the pump. And the heavy is not going to do any good for me if I'm not hitting any shots. So the pump shotgun is the shotgun that you're going to see me 9 times out of 10 using in gameplays. So for me, the pump shotgun is definitely the way to go. And when it comes to improving your aim with shotguns, and I feel like my shotgun aim is pretty good. Like, I've been hitting a ton of shots. My edit right here was kind of slow. But when it comes to my pump shots, I've been hitting a ton of shots. And as you guys can see in this gameplay, I'm hitting a lot of shots with my shotgun. And there's definitely a few things to keep in mind when it comes to improving your shotgun aim. And of course, there isn't just like 1 or 2 tips that I can give you guys that you're just going to hit every single shot. But there's definitely a few things that you guys can consider when using the shotgun to help you guys improve your aim. So when it comes to improving your aim with shotguns or hitting more damage shots with your shotgun, the first thing that you want to do is knowing how to use your shotgun. And let me explain exactly what I mean by that. So knowing how to use your shotgun, I'm basically talking about when you want to ADS your shotgun and when you don't. And there's a lot of reasons why you'd want to ADS your shotgun almost every single shot, and there's a few reasons why maybe you wouldn't. So for me personally, I ADS my shotgun, I aim down my sights with my shotgun almost every single time. And for the reason that is, as you guys can see, when I ADS my shotgun, I'm hitting for higher damage shots more consistently. So aiming down your sights with your shotgun is really going to help you improve getting more damage shots. So if you ever feel like you're getting those 8 damage shots or whatever, just aim down your sights and I guarantee you're going to be hitting for a lot more damage, a lot more. But that doesn't mean that you want to ADS every single time. And one example of that is pretty much just point blank. There's a lot of situations where there's people right in front of your face and you don't want to ADS, because when you ADS, it slows down your character, so the other players are going to get a lot more shots on you. So you really have to practice just knowing when you want to ADS and when you don't. And this leads me into my next tip that a lot of you guys, it's pretty simple, but almost nobody actually does this. And when it comes to going with your shotgun shots, every single time, you always want to try to aim for the head. I know that sounds really simple, but you don't know how many times players I've seen just not do it. And a huge example of this is in the early game, and maybe you land on top of a house, you only get a shotgun, and you need to get that one shot, because if you don't, the maximum damage you're going to get is 85, and you're going to get lasered. So every single time, unless you're just point blank, and it's kind of like a panic shot, or I have to get a quick shot off, in that case, I won't even ADS at all. But I would say pretty much every single time I'm aiming for the head with my shotgun. And that's how I'm able to get so much damage to players so quickly, because every single time I'm aiming for the head. And right here, I see a guy down here, I go for a little shot on the side. And in that situation, I probably wouldn't want to ADS, because if I did, I guarantee the other player probably would have lasered me in the head if he was looking up. So another thing to keep in mind when it comes to improving your shotgun aim is when it comes to using your shotgun, there's pretty much 2 different shots you can do. You can have a flick shot, which basically you just flick the analog stick or whatever you plan for, maybe on a mouse, you drag your mouse really quick and you try to go for a shot like that. And typically when you go for flick shots, it's going to be a hip fire shot, so pretty much you're not going to be hitting for a lot of damage when you do these shots, but at the same time you can definitely hit for a lot of damage if you're good enough and you hit enough pellets. And the second kind of shot you can do is a strafe jump, and what I mean by that is basically it's not a flick shot. You barely move your analog or mouse at all. It's basically you kind of jump in the direction of the player and take a shot, so you're really not moving as much at all. You're kind of using your character in game to kind of line up your shot. You're not really using your analog stick as much, and these are going to lead for a lot more damage and a lot more consistent shots. So in Fortnite, when you're using the shotguns, I hear a lot of people complaining about hitting for 8 damage. So the 2 things that you'd want to do if you guys feeling like you're hitting for 8 a ton, you either have to ADS or aim in the head. And those are my 2 options that I would give you guys if you guys feel like you're not hitting for all those damage. You really just have to go for headshots, or you have to ADS for those gunfights. So the last tip I can give you guys when it comes to improving your aim with shotguns or hitting more consistent shots is you have to look at your sensitivity. I mean, I talk about sensitivity a lot in a lot of videos, and sensitivity is really important. And I'm talking for the 9-9 sensitivity players, 10-10 sensitivity players. They're not going to be hitting for a lot of shots because they're going to be missing a ton. I mean, they might be able to hit a few shots here and there, but they're not going to be hitting for those high damage or high consistent shots, because they're going to be touching the players, but they're pretty much going to hit them in the arm and the toe. They're not going to be hitting for a ton of damage. I'm not really trying to call anybody out, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have seen those playground YouTubers who are just insane at building. They're way better builders than I am, but they're so trash at aiming. Their aim is complete garbage. They can't get a high kill game for their life in public matches, and it's a pretty good reason why, because their sensitivity is just way too high. They're not going to be able to hit any shots, and the shots they do hit are for low damage. So just because you see a guy in a playground match just building like crazy with a crazy high sensitivity, high building sensitivity, doesn't mean it's the best sensitivity to use. Because if you can't aim it, your sensitivity doesn't even matter for building. Because you can sit there and build all you want, but if you can't get any shots off or you can't get a kill on another player, it doesn't even matter. You're not going to be able to win a lot of games. So so honestly, when it comes to improving your aim, I would focus more on your aiming than it comes to building speed. And honestly, I've only recently been working on my building, improving my building speed. I've been playing a lot more playgrounds recently to improve my building speed, but always I would prioritize aiming and accuracy much more over than building speed, because building speed is really important. You want to be able to build fast, but aiming, being able to hit your shots, is even more important. So definitely focus on that, and I guarantee you guys will be hitting for a lot more damage and a lot more higher damage shots as well. Alright, to wrap it up, I always recommend you guys go for headshots every single time if you can. Of course, in some situations you're not going to be able to, but always try to go for those headshots. And as well, as much as you can, try to aim down your sights with your shotgun, because I guarantee you guys are going to be hitting for more pellets every single time if you guys ADS, and you're going to be able to hit headshots a lot easier as well. And the last thing, make sure you guys prioritize accuracy over building speed. A person like Nick Merckx would be the perfect example of it. And alright guys, that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope this video helped you guys. If it did, make sure to drop a like on this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Turn on my notifications so you're notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I will see you in the next video.